Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a wonderful, bright and sunny Friday here in Luxembourg, and of course, with that, we have a new client event in 0JP, which of course you guys in Global will get in 2 months, for Spike Brothers. So a lot of people were very surprised by this. I think majority of us went through the story and saw Enishi in like his full character model, and we're like, oh, okay, you know, Dr. Regular's client event is coming soon. And then the other part of us saw the current Victor rank reward, and we're like, okay, Victor's the next one. Okay, Victor has to be the next one. Like, you know, it's gonna be like Nova's part 2. And then they surprised us with spikes, right? It was completely unprecedented, but very cool. So let's take a look at it. Let's read through the cards. I've kept myself spoiler free this morning as I went to do some grocery shopping, and so let's take a look and see what the new cards actually are. I'm pretty excited, especially for like Dirty Picaro being a triple rare. I feel like that has some potential to be pretty damn strong, so let's take a look and see what the new cards are and what they do. So we've already seen Miracle Ace, but let's go over him anyway for completion's sakes. So this is the GR, and it's a pretty good GR at that. I think if you're a diehard Spikes player, you probably won as a 4 of, in my opinion. So his skill is once per turn, sorry, not once per turn. When placed on Vanguard Circle, can almost 1G Persona Blast and gain the following 2 abilities. And the first one is when your rearguard goes back to your deck, then for that turn, one of your other units, or one of your units in general, gets plus 5k power. So it's a nice way to keep the power buffs kind of like cycling. You know, the whole thing with spikes is that they pass the ball around, and the ball is usually like the units themselves and the power. So here it's basically the 5ks. And then it's GB3, if you go into him on second stride or more, is every time your rearguard goes back to your deck, you can Soul Blast 2 and call a card from your hand to an empty rearguard circle. So it's a nice way to just, again, keep the ball rolling, right? You basically call something out, so something goes back, you call something out, and then I think you still have the timing, because both effects go off at the same time, so you can choose to use the Soul Blast 2 ability first and then immediately buff it with the first effect. So none of this is once per turn, so as long as you have Soul, you can keep calling stuff, and as long as you have a way to hit, you can keep distributing power, which is very good, especially when you points out like 4 or 5. As long as you have cards that put themselves away, you're gonna be good to go, right? Let's first like take a look at Rising Nova, the main grade 3. Like, spikes have a pretty high likelihood of being very good in 0 because of how they work, especially with the GR spike. So let's see. GB2 Vanguard Circle, when text the Vanguard, put a card from hand into Soul, search your deck for any card and call to an empty rearguard circle. Okay, that sounds like it's basically the same as it used to be. And then when you stride for that turn, gain the following ability. When that unit attacks the Vanguard, count loss 1 and put 1 card from hand into Soul, and then search your deck for any card you want and call it to an empty rearguard circle and give the unit plus 5k. Was this empty in the TCG? I feel like it was to any rearguard circle in TCG, but I might be misremembering. So correct me if I'm wrong there. But good ability. I mean, it gets you an extra call, essentially, as long as you can clear your own front row. So it's quite good. It's quite good just for that reason. And of course, it has the usual on-place plus 3k. So now let's take a look at the actual old GR from the TCG, Dirty Picaro, who's now a triple rare. So his GB3... yeah, that's going to be a bit difficult to get to. GB3, when he attacks the Vanguard, count plus 2 and flip a unit face up and put a card from hand into Soul. And then for every face up card in your G zone, you can search your deck for a card that you want and call it to an empty rearguard circle. So it's pretty good. CB2, put a card from hand to Soul, essentially just to fill up your board with a bunch of attackers and boosters, like reset the board entirely. Because if you're a GB3, that means that you already had 2 face up in G zones. This puts you to 3, so you're at least calling 2 front rows and a back row, which is really, really good. So it's a good stride. Then we have the Danpiru Lily. So when her attack hits a Vanguard, you can choose a card with the charge ability from your hand and call it. And then for that turn, the unit gets plus 5k in the following ability. When it goes back to the deck, draw 1. That's actually quite good. It essentially is a free multi-attack. If it is charge reliant, but I'm assuming you're mostly running charge cards in the first place, so seems pretty good. You know, also giving the 5k means that it can get over the defensives after she hits too. So for first stride, you know, I was looking at like first stride contenders here, and I think she's actually a pretty good one. Then we have the charge PG as the last triple rare, so I think in total we have what, 4 triples. And honestly, like Dirty Picaro was like a 2 of, this is like a 2 of, I guess, maybe even 1 of. This is a 4 of, I think. The PG, let's read it. So it's a PG. So when your Vanguard would be hit, if you would lose if you don't guard, it's a perfect guard. And then it has the charge ability. And rearguard circle GB1, when the attack hits a Vanguard, if it's charging, you can discard 1 and bounce this back to hand. Okay, so you can basically use things like Dirty Picaro to actually search out this PG and call it and attack with it, and then afterwards put it back to your hand. So that's, I don't know, I feel like the countercharging one will still be better because you do counterblast a lot in this deck. So might be worth picking up even then, but I think that the countercharging one is going to be better. Then we have the Hive Maker. This card was quite good if I remember correctly. So it's a charge grade 3 with the rearguard circle skill, GB1 when put back to deck. So I think for those of you who don't know what charge is, I should probably go over it. So charge says when this card is placed, when this rearguard is placed by an ability, for that turn, you may put it into the charge state. And at the end of the battle that a charging rearguard attacks or boosts, it goes to the bottom of the deck. So this whole Spike Brothers mechanic in the G era was charge, and you basically called out these cards with your like Vanguard abilities, and then you made them basically force themselves back into the deck. But this way you would attack with them, they would go back, and then you would be able to call them back out with things like Dirty Picaro, and then you don't necessarily have to put them into the charge state after you recall the new ones. They can still stay as intercepts. So I think it's pretty good. So basically, when he's put back to deck on GB1, if he's in charge state, counterblast 1, and then choose a card from hand and call it to empty rearguard circle. So he immediately replaces himself for CB1, which is pretty good. And if you do happen to ride him, he's a counterblast 1, soulblast 1 on place to look at top 5 and add a charge ability possessing card to your hand. So he's also a searcher, which is not too bad for a backup grade 3. Honestly, there's probably be a 4 of as well. We have the Cobalt Impulse, so not Inlet Pulse, but the Impulse. He's also a charge grade 2. GB1, when they attack it's a Vanguard. If he's in the charge state, draw 1 and choose an opponent's rear and retire it. That's not too bad, honestly. Like, that's just a draw is already very nice, and the ability to pop a back row in this meta is really cool. Like, this can take care of a Waking, this can take care of a lot of like pesky little back rows that just like hang out there and chill on the opponent's side. So that's actually a pretty good card too. And then we have the Axe Diver, who is also a charge double rare, grade 2. GB1 rearguard circle when placed, if Vanguard is a grade 3 or greater rising, counterblast 1, soulblast 1, and then choose one of your other rearguards and bind it and call it to an empty rearguard circle. And if this card is in the charging state, then for that turn, this unit and that unit gain plus 5k power. So this is the Glimmer Breath clone for Spike Brothers, essentially allowing you to, like, the reason why it binds it is that it resets any like trigger abilities it has, and it activates charge. So when you call this card even from hand, you can basically put one of your rears directly into the charge state, and then he himself won't be in the charge state because he's called from hand, right? Unless you call him from deck, but it can also work if you call him from deck, which is pretty cool. Like, I think it's a very good card, also going to be most likely a 4 of. Did we forget Kiss Kill, or is she further down? Wait, where's Kiss Kill? Oh, not Kiss Kill, Wink Misery? Where's the Amber clone? Oh, there she is. There she was the next card. For a second I was like, wait, did we miss one? Because I thought she was a triple rare at first, but I guess she's a double rare now. So Wink Killer Misery, sorry, that's what she's called. GB1 rearguard circle when she attacks the Vanguard while being boosted, so she's an Amber clone. Counterblast 1, put a card from hand into soul to search your deck for any card that is not herself and call it to rearguard circle, and then that unit gets plus 5k power. Really good. Like, this doesn't necessarily force you to put it back to deck or to put it into charge state or anything like that. She's just a generic searcher. Like, she searches for anything. It can be a grade 1, it can be a grade 2, a grade 3. You can put it into charge state, do combos with it. Like, honestly, this card pool looks really good so far. So far, they've kept everything virtually the same from TCG, and like, I had a feeling that this would be very good because the on-hits are even better in this, right? Then there's the Stride Fodder. I'm sure you guys already have it from Fighters Collection. Then there's the PG as well that I'm sure you guys also have at Fighters Collection. This is the Effect Crit with the Rising name, so you can also pick up that if you want to. New starter that surely won't replace Mecha Trainer. So GB1 rearguard circle during your turn when your other rearguard is placed from your deck. Oh, no, sorry. When your other rearguard is put back to deck, you can put this unit into your soul and then choose one of your rearguards and bind it and then call it to an empty rearguard circle, and then that unit gets plus 3k. And this unit cannot be retired by opponent's card effects. It's cool. It's kind of like the Axe Diver, you know, basically lets you reset your charge abilities and like reuse your unplaced abilities. But is it better than a PG search? Probably not. Probably not. Moving forward, we have the rares, the Bulldozer Dobu. So he has charge, and GB1 if he's charging get plus 10k, so you can call him out by an ability. I think this is a very nice 1 of grade 3, so like if you want to run like 4 rising, 4 of the charge double rare, and then 1 of him, just a 21k attacker they can tag out is really cool to get over defensives, right? So I think that's pretty good. We have Koho GB1 if it's charging plus 10k. It's pretty good again, a strong attacker, no cost required, like just hitting for 29, I mean for 19 like that is really, really good. Then we have the Mood Maker Nyanruk, so also charging, GB1 if he's in the charge state, gain 4k, so 11k attacker slash booster, and when put back to deck if he's charging for that turn, give another rearguard plus 4k. he's okay. I don't think he's like super great. Your grade 1 space is really tight because you got to play 4 of this guy, which is the Frog Raider. This card was insanely good in spikes for a very long time. I want to say it still is in premium. So rearguard cycle GB1, when your rearguard with the charge ability is placed in the same column as this unit by one of your card's abilities, then if you have a Vanguard that is a grade 3 or greater rising, you can stand this unit. So this, I'm not sure, did it originally say it needs to be the charge ability? I'm not too sure, but it's still cool. Like, you basically, if you can boost him with any other attacker, and then that attacker goes back to deck due to, let's say, charge or something, or like it's a Braki, and then you call out a charge in front of him and he restands. So any power bonuses you give to this guy will keep being reused because you call something in front of him that's charging, then he restands, then he boosts again, the thing in front disappears again, and then you use another effect, let's say your rearguards effect this time, like a Wing Killer, to again call out another charge, he restands again, you swing again. So this card I think will definitely be a 4 of, in my opinion, in spikes, because it's just very good. Then we have the Devil Watch. Devil Watch says it's charge, and GV1, when it attacks or boosts, if it's in the charge state, then you can soul charge 1 and counter charge 1, and he gets plus 3k power for that battle. So he becomes a 7k booster, and of course if you give him charge, he's a stand trigger that goes back to the deck. Sorry, I stumbled there. But counter charge is also very nice, as you'll notice a lot of things are counterblasting here too. So if you have space, you might even want to run him. Gonna be kind of hard to fit it in though. We have this GB1, when attacks the Vanguard, gain 3k. It's 12k attacker, so it's fine. This is the 13k intercept. Then we have the Devildom Chemist. I remember when this card was first shown in the TCG, people thought it looks like Dio, like from JoJo, with like a, you know, a American football outfit. When he attacks the Vanguard, Soul Blast 1, and for that battle, you double his power, but at the end of the battle, he goes back to the deck. So literally, he's a 6k grade 2, but if you give any trigger effect on him, he doubles himself. So for Soul Blast 1, that's kind of cool. Not as great as it was in TCG, I guess, but still pretty interesting. Cheer Girl Lucy, GB1, when she boosts a rearguard with the charge ability, for that battle she gets 5k power, and at the end of the battle goes to the bottom of the deck. So another way to self-clear and kind of have that power. So that's it. Honestly, every card has been good. I don't think they put a single card that's not like worth considering running, which is kind of insane. Of course, the sleeves, we have the Miracle Ace as well as the Critical Trigger sleeves that you can pick up for the 500 medals, and of course the packs for set 6 as well. So honestly speaking, spikes look really good. I think the G-Zone lineup, not counting the stuff from Fighters Collection, will probably be like optimally 4 Miracle Aces and like 2 Dirty Picaros and like 1 Lily, 1 Harmonics. But honestly, you can play around the Link Joker matchup by just like, you know, charging. So I don't know if you even need the harmonics in this. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'll go do some fights against Vanguard now, and then we will take a look at spikes in game, used by the lovely Kyo skin as well. All right, let's go and fight the lovely Kyo here. I think I'll use the Legend. I know you guys are excited to see that one in action, so I'll run around with it a little bit. I'm using this funky little build with the Break Ride because I feel like it's kind of funny. You just sit on the Break Ride and then like stride, and then once you get to 4 damage, you can use the GB2 to have like 3 restands. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So let's run it and see. Is there a new voice line? I haven't played against Spikes in a long time, and most Spikes players these days like use the Danji skin, so I'm not too sure on the state of things for Spikes right here. But let's see. Hopefully we can see the animation. I do think I have animations enabled. Oof, not using Mecha Trainer. That's a throw right there, as the kids would say. But at least, you know, I can be the one using Mecha Trainer in the form of Conroe, so that's always good. But let's get into it. We got a Neoflame, got a Berserk Lord. Right, yeah, okay, the animations are on. So this should be interesting, just to see like what kind of combos the AI can do. I think a lot of us have the PTSD from the story mode of Kyo being really, really hard. It's a shame that they don't make those like story mode fights hard anymore. Like, they've definitely been super easy for quite a long time now, ever since we got into the G era. And I kind of wish, oh, forgot to use the freaking Conroe, damn it. And that would have been a nice heal too. All right, well, it's fine. It's fine, we'll use it next turn. Might need to use it for a stride fodder, who knows? But with that, I think, yeah, I kind of wish the story fights were a little bit more difficult. It feels weird that they're so easy these days. Man, looking at this, like, the grade 2 lineup is going to be pretty tough, right? Because you're going to have, like, 4 Axe Divers, 4 Wink Killer. It's kind of packed already, so, like, maybe 4 Braki. Also, Devil Summoner is really good, so you want to run Devil Summoner. Wow, 2 heals out already. I'm really good at this game, so that's always reassuring and nice to see. Alright, let's ride into this Overlord, the good old break ride, everyone's favorite. I'm surprised we still don't have like the adult Q4 skins. Definitely kind of a weird champ. Memento. I think we might as well use this here. I'll still search the PG even if I don't have a Stride Fodder. I believe in drawing into one this turn, so, you know, believers are the real winners here, obviously. We can just call down the Burnout here as well. I think it's fine. We'll push like 1 damage. Opponent has like 2 cards in hand, so chances are he probably doesn't have a Stride Fodder. He searched out the Rising, so we'll at least see the animation for it. Does Rising appear in the anime? I don't really remember. Hey, well, that's technically a Stride Fodder. Also a Break Ride Fodder. Alright, let's see the animation if there is one. I feel like he did ride one. Okay, I guess he did appear in the anime. I don't remember that. I'm gonna be real with you, I don't really remember that, but looks cool. Looks cool. You know, it's nice that at least Rising Nova has some representation with Kyo, because I don't think Tachi was with Rive, I guess. But Mega Colony took a while to get anything animated, I think. Oof, do I really have to discard the legend? No, I don't. Psych. No need. No need. We just freaking get the Stride Fodder right off the top. Very cool. Very cool. Alright. With this, we can push a little bit. The Mustafa will give us the ability to just slam into the face here. Flip another Mustafa face up. Pop this. And put the countercharge skill in the Vanguard. Cha-ching. Alright. With that though, I don't want to commit too much, because you do have to discard quite a lot for the effects, of course. Kind of want to keep this in hand as well. And I'm not too worried about getting rushed down. I'm more so worried about overdrawing a little bit. Yeah, we could definitely overdraw. But so be it. The overdraw will happen, and I will embrace it. I just want my GB2 and my damage at this point, so hopefully we can stride next turn. That would be nice. Alright, PG goes to bottom, and the heal gets whiffed, but that's okay. I already accepted that life by rushing. Alright. We get the countercharge back, which is good, and now we can see what our opponent's gonna do. Hopefully he can stride. I want to see like one of the strides in action. Please? No? Okay, that's unfortunate. Come on, you 2 grade 2s! At least struggle. At least struggle, stride. Come on, dude. You can do better than that. You can do better than that. Ooh, the crit! Okay, we're getting a little spicy over here. We're getting a little Pepsi spicy. Okay, so we're gonna go to 5, which is not bad to be honest. I embrace the damage. Ooh, I don't embrace this overdraw though. That's for sure. But at least I can make a field full of nice grade 2s, so that's always nice. That's always good. Okay, Stride Fodder dies, but it's fine. We're gonna ride the legend. No animation, no lines, no nothing. Very sad. So first, I guess we can use the search effect, technically, and find ourselves a Flame Dragon from the top 5. I guess we'll take a grade 2. Grade 2 is fine. Alright, so that's that, and then Break Ride effect is gonna have an animation. Wow, imagine having animations. Crazy. We're not gonna stride, we have GB2 unlocked already. With this, I think we can call a Berserk Lord here with this and make this kind of line. This is a... Crap, I don't have a grade 3 Flame Dragon. I should have searched that. I'm an idiot. Damn it. Okay, well, it'll be a Soft the Legend. It's okay. A Soft the Legend is fine too. Wait, why are you not activating? Huh? Interesting. Interesting. Damn it, I forgot he needs a grade 3. It is my first time playing this deck, so... Whoops, well there it is. There's a grade 3. Oh yeah, your Vanguard needs to be grade 4 for this to activate. Right. It's okay, we'll just do it next turn. It's fine, no problem. No problem. Oh dear. Alright, well, at least now we have a grade 3 in hand as well. Definitely could have searched it off the top. Completely forgot about that. Oh, the on-hit animation looked kind of nice actually there. A little clean. A little clean. Alright, Kyo, come on, stride, please. What? No, you're still not gonna? Good lord. Good lord. We like, the AI just refuses to have a Stride Fodder in this world. In this world. Crazy, dude. Crazy. Alright, I guess the draw. That's fine. Now I have a cool restand on the legend, which is nice. We're gonna draw 3 though, so that's gonna like deck us out, but it's fine. I live for the deck out. I live for the deck out. Alright, there we go. We draw 1 from this too, right? Yeah. So we hopefully don't drive check any draws. We don't have any draws left. Cool. So with that, we can just go in and start swanging and see how swole our attacks can get. So gonna swing. This can attack into anything, right? Yeah, at the end of the battle, just discard 3. Sweet. Sweet, 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 sweet. We can technically pop stuff like a Frog Raider in the back if we want to, because it doesn't use Counterblast anymore. We just use the Counterblast in the main phase. Not gonna actually use the Countercharger there. So we're gonna Soul, we're gonna drive check 2, no 3, and then we're gonna draw 3 after that. So it's a big old turn here. And then boom, 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 discard 3, stand, draw 3, and then swing here for a heal guard. Nope, PG. Okay, that's fine. This would become a 21 that would get over defensive, so we can swing in this, ask for a PG. Nope. Now I'm gonna probably clean it up here. If he gets a heal, then that's fine. We can still swing over one, and that's okay, but he doesn't. And so with that, big dubs. At least we got to see the animation. Nothing too insane. No strides were played by the Spikes AI either, but you know, that's how it be. That's how it be. Alright, well, good stuff, good stuff. We got to see some Spikes in action. The card pool looks really good. Genuinely speaking, I think this is a good client event. Probably the best one we've had in a while. Like, the OTT one we had last time was also pretty good, and the Genesis one that you guys have in Global now is also very good, but ever since Great Nature, I've definitely been looking for another one that's like really gonna shake up the meta a little bit, and I think like this is more close to like the Victor power level, maybe not Vanquish power level, but at least close to the Victor power level. So here are the fight skins. Oh crap, today was Neo Nectar Day. Whoops, I forgot about that, so gonna have to go fix that up. But yeah, so hopefully you guys have fun with the Spikes event in JP if you're playing it, and in Global in 2 months. It's a pretty good event as well. I'll be back soon, probably gonna be another video today because Clan Collection comes out today, and my boxes should be coming in any moment now, so you can look forward to that. As for Zero, I'm gonna try to now do some clan event deck and fight, so like Fenrir and Murakumo. I think I'll prioritize Fenrir for the time being though, because of course you guys have that right now, and I'm sure you guys are looking for deck lists. And then for Murakumo, I will cover it probably after that, and then we will finish up with set 5 stuff, as I have Night Rose and updated Tabas, as well as the blue waves to also do as well. So that'll be fun. We can take a look at all of those nice little things over there. But otherwise, that's gonna be it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video looking at the Spikes event, and hopefully the Spikes mains are also happy. Let me know in the comments if you're a Spikes player. What do you think of the cards in Zero? Do you think it matches the power level it should have? Do you think that the cards are as good as I think they are? Or if you wish there was something more to them? But on the note, guys, that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, take it easy, look out for each other, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.